Yeah. G.I. Joe. Yo.
Hello,
Actually,
hello.
hello. Actually, I'm doing something sacrilege and I am repping He-Man today. As
What?
I went to Eternia last night.
That
And
is not sacrilege. I'm seeing it this afternoon. Like
yeah,
I'm jazzed for it. The people I know that have seen it so far have all said it is fun,
it's
and
fun.
that's good enough for me. You know.
It's fun. Yep,
That's an awesome shirt. That's great.
Thank you.
I was showing you guys this guy last week. I love Trapjaw. I've always loved Trapjaw. I feel like he never got enough screen time in the cartoon.
Oh well, you're going to have some fun today.
What is that guy's name?
Trapjaw.
Trapjaw. Yeah,
Shane, what the hell? Holy shit. Hold on.
Time out.
Hold on.
My brother
How old are
collected
you?
it. I didn't. I don't know. I know.
Yeah, but like
He-Man.
you had to have watched you had to watch that cartoon.
I did. Oh, sorry about the noise.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
That is awesome. No, I did. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed both of the cartoons. I just can't remember all of their names, and I could never get past that little thing that they flew around on. I'm like, what is that? They don't stand up. They kind of squat. I don't know.
Yes,
That was so weird.
not quite seated, not quite standing.
Right.
Yeah, that was
kind of weird.
What was that vehicle called? The attack track?
No, the attack track was on the ground.
That was the thing that had the flippy.
Right, but it was front. It popped out of the front of it.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
Oh, and they had the black and red spider thing, right?
Yeah,
it moved.
They had a bunch of it was fun. It was just such a wacky toy line.
That's because the dudes that created it were definitely hitting everything.
Well, tell me this. Since you guys seem a little bit closer to it, how many of the vehicles in the He-Man line were battery powered? There was the spider. Track. I remember that one. And then the attack track.
I had three He-Man figures. That was the entirety of my Masters of the Universe collection.
Okay. All right.
Wow. Okay. All right.
But I watched every single episode of that goddamn cartoon. I want to say, as a kid, we'd get home from school, we'd have about 5 minutes, and then He-Man was the first cartoon that came on, and then G.I.JOE was after that.
Yep.
So you got home at 3:25 or whatever, and at 3:30, He-Man, and
get over to Channel 9.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, I appreciate He-Man because of the battery-powered vehicles. I appreciate it.
Vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, Mark, if you just sit back and with some popcorn, you're gonna have some fun. That's all I can really say.
Got Goose is in the chat. Good morning. So he's one of the.
Hello. Good morning, everybody in the chat. Whoa, yeah.
Yeah, so he's not exactly local, but close enough. So hey, before we jump into Fusion, this guy is down to like $11 on Big Bad, and so I'm an inbox guy, but for $11, I got one and opened it. This thing's really good. This is
okay. What is it?
It's Super 7 Ultimates.
Super 7 Ultimates back.
Ultimates. Okay. Yeah. Are they articulated?
Oh yeah.
Oh okay.
Yeah, it's you can do the splits. Do all kinds of like.
They are just
lots of accessories. Yeah, they're probably 7 and change.
Well, like compare that to Classified. It's bigger.
It's taller. Yeah, it's taller.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Go full screen. I'll make you full screen.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Okay, that is significantly taller.
Yes.
And the back, I've got Cobra Command. Like he's taller than the other figures too.
Sorry.
So that's the Cobra Command. like
Is that the Ultimate Cobra Commander?
yeah. So he's
He's even taller
that's
than
just
the
a larger figure, which I appreciate.
Okay.
It makes him a little more ominous and imposing, you know. But like $11, and it's really good. Like I want to say these things were what 50 or 60 when they
Yeah, 55 is kind of where they settle. Wow, at the beginning.
yeah.
I am.
Which is to me is it just prices me out.
Yeah.
You know, it just prices me out. But they're really nice. And you know they're stylized, cartoonish. You know, so they don't really go with anything else I collect. But I like them.
And it's and unlike the Super 7 Reaction Plus bats that are coming out, you know, they just have that the comic look, right? And not the action figure look, not the cartoon look, right? So that's the cartoon look.
Cartoon look.
That's not. I guess a little bit. Yeah, it is. It is. I'm sorry. Yeah, because there's a comic-y looking bat as well.
There's a comic bat with it's just different, right?
It's blue.
And that's
it's like a blue, and it's got like a T-shaped face.
Yep.
I have that one too, but I haven't opened it.
And Mark, I have to give you some props. Your title screen, your AI title screen this week was on point. I really appreciate the details that are in that. I don't know if that was you or if it was the AI, but the filament rolls are actually, you know, the colors of the Swampfire. That's awesome.
just to the left of you as I'm looking at you, there's like a gray and black Swampfire like on the desk. Like, partially built, and it put the pontoon down and up at the same time. And I'm sure if Mike was here, he'd be sure to point that out for us. So I'm doing it for him. But yeah, you know, a little part of it, like I don't love all the AI stuff. I really don't. But like, I really don't have time.
It makes it quicker.
Thumbnails, you know, and it's not like I'm putting myself out of work. You know, there's no money. There's no money. Like no one's getting paid to do this either way. No one's getting hurt.
No one's getting hurt. No one's losing jobs, right? They're not going to take your jobs. That's awesome. Well, big props to that. So today we are going to be doing part two. Am I dead? No,
No, you're good.
Okay, cool. I got it. Part 2 of the Swampfire, right? So what do we hope to get done today?
I think I'm going to start with the bottom. I feel like I can knock that out real quick, and we'll see how we're doing after that. I've got a little time today, so you know we'll see. If I can get the bottom done, maybe the tail fin done, and just get the basic shape of the main body, I think we'll be looking pretty sweet. And Shane was kind enough to send me a Swampfire since I can't find mine.
There it is. So it arrived in one piece, right?
Yes, it did.
Or as many pieces as I sent it in, I guess. Let's just put it that way.
How do you get it together, man, with the blades? There we go. Oh, okay. I had one of these as a kid. I got it for Christmas. I was pretty jazzed about it. So
yeah.
So you did the pivot up here. That's you. It's a nice print. It's clean.
Oh, is that one that I printed? I thought I sent you an original.
Everything's original, but I mean you can tell like just because
it is. Oh man, I'm sorry. I meant to send you the original one.
I can't
tell. My bad.
It's okay. What's the embarrassing thing is that I've spent a lot of time with my nose. Like, is it vanilla?
You have to pop them open. Pop them open. Did you smell vanilla?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I mean, most of my senses are my eyes are going. My hearing is shot. But my nose is on point, son.
Oh, good. Oh, now I feel bad that I sent you one with printed parts on it. I wanted to send you an original one. My bad.
So let's. Oh, you know what? We're not doing it that way. I have to. I don't want to share a screen. I want an entire screen.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to switch over. Somebody's going to have to kind of drive the podcast for me while I. Looking at you, Shane.
Gotcha.
So here we are. I'm going to tighten up the gun a little bit since I've got this one physically in front of me now, and just sort of do a little bit of the finishing rounding touches on it. It's a lot of okay. And if we remember, Shane, what are we doing? So I might have to restart Fusion. It's kind of being weird.
Okay. Oof.
Yeah. There we go. Huh. That was bizarre. All right, we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm going to just round up some of this stuff, just clean it up. I'll try and do this quick. I'm not going to do too much talking. We're just cleaning up the edges.
All right. Right here, you're basically rounding out the edges. Okay.
Yep, just doing. I'm just doing a 0.1 fillet.
Mm-hmm.
Making it
0.1.
nice and consistent all the way around. It's not big. I think it gives the printer a little bit of a break when it gets to the corner. If you're printing in resin, it will definitely look a little cleaner doing this. All right. I might even go bigger. No, that's too much. We'll go 0.3 on, I think, from here out.
So instead of 0.1, 0.3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
One's a good place to start. I bounce back and forth between. See, that's on that edge. It's too much, so I'll go to 0.2. But I bounce back and forth between, production design and 3D printing, and I do this on all of it, but like printing demands like a bit of a heavier hand. Like in there, I'll do 0.1.
So that reverse fillet was 0.4, you said?
Reverse? You talking about in here?
Well, yeah, that one. Yeah.
That I made it smaller. I went back to 0.1 for that.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Because it still kind of needs to be fairly sharp inside there. Here, I'll go up to 0.4, and then on the edges, I'll probably do 0.1 or 0.2. Yeah, 0.2 looks good.
And then I think Goose asked a question. He says, so as you select an element of the build, will you be able to individually select the details, or do you have to adjust it all as a whole?
I mean, everything's kind of individual.
Yeah, you should be able to do everything individual. So,
do you guys realize how close to Joe Fest we are?
Yeah, it's getting a little scary because I'm like going through my wish list.
You have everything.
I know, right? Yeah, like on camera right now. You've got everything.
You're always like, yeah, I have 4.
Oh, there's that like really high end stuff that I'm into right now, and that's what my list is looking like. So,
like, what's the highest end thing that you're looking for?
Oh,
Well, you're talking actual production stuff, not the like pre-production samples. You're not into
No, I
that
don't.
shit,
Yeah,
right?
production stuff. Production stuff. Mostly, I'm trying to get or finish up all the convention sets.
Okay.
Oh,
shit.
okay. Those are thousands, right?
Yeah.
Like what is it? The Doomsday in the Marshes or whatever.
Yep.
I
Stuff
don't
like
even.
that.
Yeah.
That's pretty close. Like just the way you said it is pretty close to what they sound like. I'm trying to finish up Tanks for the Memories. I got a couple. I got like one or two guys I need to get. There's another one called.
Hey, real quick, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So when I did that big rounding,
Mm-hmm.
and here it rounded this in, which it was not supposed to do.
Right. I was going to ask if you meant to
I'm-
do that.
Yeah, I did not. So
Okay.
I'm going to the time. Like, fortunately, there's not a lot here yet, so the timeline's going to let me do that. But see how, like, I very deliberately made sure these met,
Mm-hmm.
so that I would avoid doing what I did.
That. Yeah.
And
Oh,
so I'm going to get rid of this other stuff. Well, not those yet, but the original gun that Shane file that he provided, I want to remove that, just so it's one less thing. So in theory, this should go this way, right? Yeah, right to there. Okay.
good. Yep.
So for some reason, on this specific point, Fusion decided to run this tangent chain all the way down here, which is not what I want. So I'm going to do this edge first, and then I should be able to do that separate. There we go. Little weird looking, but no one's going to care. We'll see if I can. Cool. Sorry, so you were talking about convention sets, and I interrupted to kind of show that one thing.
No, I'm glad you did.
But what was it called? Some kind of Doomsday something, or Tanks for the Memories? I'm curious about this stuff. Like,
yeah, there's Tanks for the Memories, which is one set. I got like one or two figures that I need to complete that. And the other one that's like really expensive as far as like getting the figures, or just in general, even if you buy the whole set outright, is Dreadnought Rampage. And that one, if you're a Dreadnoughts guy, it's just the figures are so beautiful.
This is a live. Yeah. Okay, this is a live update from the kids just walking outside. My wife just sent this video of this huge snake crossing the path here. So this is what we get. I'm in the country today. I'm broadcasting from and there's a snake right there. And they just walked out the door, man.
They need to make sure they understand what type of snake it is.
Right. Anyway, I was looking up all the convention things. So I started recollecting Joes way after the conventions, the official conventions were over. So of course I never had a stab at getting one of these. And now that we're at Joe Fest and Hasbro doesn't do anything like that, there's no convention specials that I'm interested in. Now I think there's a classified, and there's people who make stuff, and that's great and all, but it's not like the Tanks for the Memories. But from what I've seen is these used to come in like cases and like 9 figures, and there's a storyline behind it, and then there was also and then if you go even way back, they had like the Moray and blue, and I don't know, and just different things like that in different colors, but it was the original molds where they could find them, right?
Yeah.
And I heard a story about, sorry, I'm eating the pretzel. I heard a story about they were going to try to redo the Mauler in a different color, and they lost some of the molds, and they just never did it. Right? They did some of the pieces,
Yeah,
and
I've
some of the
heard.
pieces are
Yep.
out there. Something to that effect.
Yep.
Like at Joe Fest last year, there was a guy selling this random moray part. He had like 1,000 of them in a box, and they were all blue. And he's like, yeah, they printed these out for a convention and then lost it and then found them again. So now they have all the parts. You know,
I actually got that. I did get that.
you got one of the blue parts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, what are you doing now, Mark?
So there's a feature on here that I shouldn't have gotten rid of your gun because now I need it. But there's just a feature on here that I hadn't done for some reason.
Oh yeah, it's that fan thing right there. There's three of them, right?
It looks like that's a good way to describe it. So.
Bringing it down.
And this might be a good opportunity to remind folks who may be new, if there's any new folks out there, that these files will eventually become available on your Patreon. Right, Mark?
This is true.
So if you would like to print, just like I've seen some people printing out the Fang 2, and they look freaking awesome. I think the Swampfire is going to be even more awesome because it's just even more badass than the Fang 2.
You are a fan of some Swampfire.
I love it.
So I could turn the cameras on, and yeah, it's shifted a little from where the gun is. I'll move it, but no. So when you do sketches in here, the they like to kind of interfere with each other. So I'm only doing these one at a time.
So you complete one, then start a new sketch, complete that, and start a new sketch?
Yeah, if you try and do a bunch of sketching at once, you're kind of asking for trouble. And I'm just gonna use the first one to help shape the second one. So I'll just do a split body, and then use like the top of the first one to make a cut. So then they'll be exactly where they're supposed to be, and I can kind of alter. Like sketches are they're a pain in the ass to manipulate. The software is meant for shapes, and so it's good at doing that.
So when I was originally doing this, I thought that this design, this kind of detail on the cannon, this fan on the cannon detail was weird, right? But now that I think about it, now that I'm looking at it, it's very Dreadnought-y, right? It's very, I could see, this kind of harkening back to something on Zartana, or her chest, or not her chest, but her shoulder plate thing, or whatever,
that makes
right?
sense. Thinking about her chest.
I was gonna say chest plate, but it's a shoulder plate, right? Yeah.
Like a pauldron,
something on Zartan. So it's very Dreadnought-y in my brain.
Kind of asymmetric, and what's the word I'm looking for? That, like, they always kind of give me that Mad Max vibe.
Yeah, right. So I know in the cartoons everything was meant to be a laser because they couldn't have guns. But is this a gun or is it a laser? In the
It could be a damn water cannon. Like they have water cannons on the front of the swamp skier is a water cannon. And in the
It
cartoon,
is?
there's an episode of the cartoon where I don't remember if Zartan was there or if it's just a Dreadnought, but they had 3 or 4 swamp skiers, and there's a general, and I forget, like Sparks or somebody, in like a fan boat, and they knocked it over with squirt guns from the front of the swamp skier. So maybe it's that. Does the box art show fire coming out of the tip of it?
Good point. I don't know.
It probably does. And then and we've got the blueprints.
We got
could potentially tell us exactly what they intend.
I'm looking it up again. I'm only dealing with one screen today, so I have to flip back and forth.
What is it called? The Swamp Skier?
Well, this is Swampfire.
Swampfire, okay.
But I'm saying like Zartan's Swamp Skier definitely had a squirt gun on the front. Or water cannon or whatever. Whatever we want to call it.
It is called a Sinker 25 millimeter auto load repeating cannon. So 25 millimeter is a shell and not a laser. So
that's a big damn gun.
Yep.
That's a really big gun.
We have
like in the military, we have like a 25 millimeter cannon is what they have on the top of the Bradley fighting vehicle.
Oh, okay. Like, there you go.
It's a big honking thing.
And the pontoons are called aluminum super sealed gas filled pontoons, and the gas filled is of course vanilla.
Yeah, vanilla scented gas.
And so, on the Swampfire, there's fire coming out of that cannon, basically.
Oh yeah, there is. And on the title screen image that Mark created, there's fire coming out the back of the Swampfire, but that's okay. There are too many details that are cool in that I loved. I could overlook the one or two that AI put in that was wrong.
You're such a big man for that. Yeah, no, it's brutal. Every time I do one of those thumbnails, it's not like it just poops out a perfect image ever. Like you always got to go back and.
Well, if it were easy, everybody would do it,
right?
Well, they're trying.
I got called lazy from someone.
Yeah,
I had done an AI
because you did
for something.
Because you didn't draw the thumbnail image or whatever.
So this was something else I was doing for someone, and it was just supposed to be like a fun something to do, and like I'm not so good at Photoshop that I in a million years could do what they wanted. So I did it partially in Photoshop and partially in with an AI tool.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, man, that pissed me the fuck off, dude.
All right, let's see. In the chat, I do want some Ninja Force and Cotton Candy Vipers. All right, yeah, an O-ring Ninja Force. I love the pastel colors and wild neon colorways.
Like a ice cream soldier. What's a Cotton Candy Viper? You talking about the mail away?
Yeah, that's the only one I could think of that's kind of cotton candy.
The one Chris did is Dread Troopers based on.
Yeah, that color. Yeah. That boy is expensive. Like,
Oh yeah.
just the figure alone is like 800, $900. And if you want it complete, you're talking, I've seen it up to 2,000.
Wait, for which one? The Create a Cobra?
Yeah.
Yes, Create a Cobra. That's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah. Things I'll never be getting. I mean, I would love to have that, but I just can't. I can't justify that.
Artwann can.
Artwann
Somehow,
has 3 already. Don't worry about it.
I do actually. You're like right on the money, but I don't have.
You
I don't
also
have the
got them
stickers.
probably when they were cheaper.
A little bit, but I don't have the sticker sheet, which is always going to peeve me, because that's like where the other part of the high cost is. That the sticker sheet that has just the Cobra logos, an original sticker sheet with the figure, you're going to pay 2,000 for that for that.
And now's another chance to hawk our Patreons and our eBay account to help us buy a Create a Cobra.
Right. Hey.
Help us make
There's
money
a
so we
reason
can
none of
buy
my
stuff
kids are
from
going to
everybody.
college.
I also don't have, though. I don't have the original Big Lob because he's super
Is he
expensive.
tough?
Huh?
Big Lob?
Yeah,
Yet?
he's a convention, right?
Something like that.
Collector Con or convention.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He was like just kit bash, and I don't really love it, but it's still one of those things that are out there that's like, I gotta get it at some point.
I really love the Super 7 Big Lob. I think it was cool.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
All right, Mark, I see that we have moved on from the cannon. So you're calling the cannon done.
I am. I'm calling the cannon done.
That looks super.
Cannon 1 and or 2s.
And now you have now moved on to the bottom portion of the Swampfire.
Yep. And I just started with a box, and I'll just kind of bend it into shape.
Mm-hmm.
That's the beauty of these blueprints. They really let you take some shortcuts, I guess. So, yeah, these blueprints are a bit off. I don't know if it's because I put them down off or because they're not actually accurate off. Like I don't know.
No one ever will.
Yeah. But I'm sitting here, like I have my calipers. I took a measurement, and so that's what I'll use. That's what I'll go with is my legit measurement. So there's a. I'm not sure I'm doing this. So looking at it from this direction, like this is not wrong, but it's not giving you kind of the full story.
Mm-hmm.
Where just forward here, about right here, the front end kind of starts to point in towards the middle. This kind of comes down and is rounded, and then this kind of bit down here in the corner merges kind of separate. So we've got a slightly more complex shape than the blueprints would kind of lead you to believe, but none of it's going to be as bad as like the body of the Fang 2 that we dealt with. So I'm going to do my best to kind of round this up and get it together.
Now, when you're doing this, what point are you getting out the calipers and measuring that the beam of the of the boat there, the boat
Oh,
part.
we get nautical on me there, tough guy.
Yes. Yeah.
So
I'm at the lake. I'm all nautical.
you're at the
today.
lake. All right. So Seaman Long. Like I'm kind of doing broad measurements. Like I didn't measure front to back. I went with the blueprint.
Gotcha.
Like assuming the blueprint's close enough. But from side to side, I did take a measurement because I can easily do that with the caliper. So cool, I'll do that. And then these other things, like I'll probably measure the front, and that'll get like I can measure the front, and then I can use this tool to measure the angle.
All right, we're gonna have to make you big screen. So show us how you measure an angle.
I'm assuming I'm on there. So
Yeah.
I've got this tool. I lay the flat of the rotating part on the plastic, and then you just kind of push the beam part over, and it tells me 9 degrees. So since we're on this, I wasn't going to do this yet, but we'll do it now, and that'll be fine. So I'm going to cut this.
Shane, switching back.
Let me get you. I'm sorry. I need to switch it back. There you go.
Okay. So I'm just I just put down a line, and I'm going to split the body there, and then I got to make this go away so I can grab my my draft tool.
And that's your 9 degree, all right?
And it should be 9 degrees. And what I can do is measure the front. And that's 28 point something, closer to 29. So half of that's going to be 14.5-ish. And so we're a millimeter off, which could just be because we're a bit long. But like a millimeter isn't, I don't think that's killing anyone. That's kind of just fine. Oops. Yeah, this is a pretty subtle curve. You know what, let's go to the top and see what the top looks like. It'll be the deck, which has got more of a sharp angle.
Yeah, the deck piece from the top is different.
Yeah, but it's okay. Like I'm in the ballpark. Like I'm just, you know, I'm not making reproduction parts. We're making a solid thing that's going to be produced differently. So we really kind of just need to be pretty close. And so what I'm kind of looking at, let me get this canvas off here. There's what appears to be a pretty consistent curve along here, and when that other piece gets added back in, it's got a whole nother bevel and some more curves. But I want to maybe not. So what I'm trying to decide as I'm looking at this is that the curve that runs along here, I'm looking to see if it's a constant or if it's going to need to be, what do we call it? Variable.
The variable or complex.
Yeah, I think it's going to be variable. But on the back, it might not be. So I think what we're going to do is a couple of cuts. So I'm splitting this body with this box I made. I'm going to do a simple curve in the middle part. I'm gonna go 6.5 just so I have a nice even number. Everybody remember 6.5.
You got it.
And then we'll do
8.3.
That's not funny, man. 6.5 back here. And then less than that up here.
Ooh, cool.
And then we'll do the same thing back here. So 6.5. Oh, that's supposed to be variable.
I love that. That's just awesome.
All right, and now we're going to add this piece back in.
To me, that's a new trick. Like, I don't design vehicles enough to know that existed.
The variable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. All right, so I have to do a draft on this piece. And it's definitely got to reach up at least into this curve and make contact all the way down. If I do a draft from here and stretch it out, then I've got to push it in. It's kind of a lot of guessing. If I draft from this angle, it's going to put this whole thing on an angle. I don't want that either. So I've stretched this up a little further than it really needs to be. I'm just going to take it up a little higher. Yeah, that makes sense. So I've got this up here. I'm going to I could do a line. I'm doing a box because it guarantees that I'm going to have a 90-degree like squared off with the world line. And I'll get rid of this little chunk here. But now I've got a nice angle I can use to do my draft. And I don't know, how easy is this to pull apart, Shane?
Take off slide the tail off, and then it just opens up.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So I did that so that I can now measure the angle of this draft. I'm going to call that 29. Okay. So that was kind of my concern. That's correct. But no, I have to kind of move it back out. It's a bit of guesswork. I think about there. And it looks like I'm gonna have to draft it again because this needs to be flushed that way. So I was kind of wrong about how that was gonna play out. It's pretty good. Just trying to think about how to, like, obviously this needs to go away, right? It's also got to kind of line up. So
Do you round that off as well, or with putting like a
I,
giant fillet on it,
I,
or a variable fillet?
I'm working it out as we speak. I know I know I don't need this point. This point up here isn't going to do anything for me. I'm going to try, I think, to do a chamfer. I just need it to kind of go away, you know. And then I can round that.
Oh, okay. Now you round that off, and it kind of blends it in, I bet. Eyeball it in the middle.
Yeah. But like this whole, like once I merge it, this whole edge here will get a freaking
Yeah, I like that.
a fillet. So let's see. And I need constant now. So okay. Yeah, it doesn't like that.
It didn't let you do a fillet on that?
Yeah, it's not letting me. Possibly if I do variable. Oh, it won't even let me try. Interesting. So it doesn't. Man, I felt like that was a good plan. Let me see if I can just kind of push this in a little. No, something like that. Let me see if I can round it down here, and if that changes the math for it enough. That might work. That eliminated some of the nonsense up there. Oh, what's right there that it's doing this? Yeah, okay. That should take care of it. Nope. But yeah, that I think that works.
So describe what you did as the fix for that.
What the fuck did I do, man? I don't know.
I don't know.
I was just playing around. So when you're doing these fillets, like I like fillets, I think more than anything else require the software to do a lot of math, like a lot of math. And the more times you cross a face where you've got these lines like that, you know,
Compounds the math.
That's a face, that's a face, that's a face, that's a face. The more these you cross, like the more complicated it gets. And when you get down to points, especially, like it's too much. So what I did was kind of break up the faces in such a way as to enable the software to function and do the math without a hiccup.
So which
like
break did you put in that allowed it to work?
So if you select a line, you just select the line. If you're doing a chamfer or a fillet or something that can function along a tangent chain, see how it's got tangent chain and it's checked? It should grab all of it. It should grab this whole goddamn line, no questions asked. But I see that it didn't. It got to here and it stopped. So that means something about this line right here is a problem. So if you've got a problem, you can come in typically, and you can This is super. You see how that one line is becoming two because it's becoming a curve. This is kind of unusual. This is a weird spot. But because I made that a curve now, let's see what happens. See how it grabs the whole line now?
Gotcha. Look at that.
So
Awesome.
yeah, so that's kind of the fix I've learned. If I go to grab a line and it should be a tangent chain and it gets to a point it stops, if you look where it stops, there's something going on. Sometimes it'll be red. I bet if I pull this enough, something will turn red. Yeah, so something somewhere, it's not doing it for us. But something somewhere doesn't like there. See how that's turning red right there?
Mm-hmm.
That's the point where it's an issue. Now, I don't want it curved this much anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. I want it about there. But that's just kind of how you identify problems. And then my first go-to solution when I run into a problem along a tangent chain is to grab the point where it's a problem and give it a little bit of a fillet, and sometimes that fixes it. Not always. Sometimes. And then I've made a bit of a mistake that I'm going to need to back all of that shit up to fix, which I'm not excited about.
What happened? Well, what's your mistake?
On the bottom, there's these ridges. You can see them here.
Not
And
yet.
those are the flat parts. So, yeah. Rather than back up any further than where I'm at right now, I'm going to do a chamfer from this edge. And it doesn't have to be a lot. I'm guessing a mil and a half.
So before you go any further, the overall design is you still plan to print the bottom part separate from the top part, right? And to have these two come together.
We don't want to. Yeah, like I'm so happy with these machines. We're not doing resin,
Yep.
We're gonna print it in the color we want it to be. So we're just in for simplicity and avoiding needing to paint. We'll do it in separate pieces so that it's easy to print in different colors.
Mm-hmm.
And that's real subtle. That is, I feel like that millimeter is almost too much. I'm just trying to make that as nice and subtle a curve as I can. So we'll come back here in a minute and we'll add those ridge lines, but I need to come up here and redo all that nonsense I did before. Oh yeah, you can see that a lot better from that angle. You saw that, right? That ugliness. Yep. Maybe I might be able to curve this even back a little. Yeah. Oh, see, and now it doesn't like.
Womp.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Oh.
Come on, man.
Don't do me like this.
Right? Oh, what a douche canoe.
Now you can grab the whole line, but nothing still. Nope.
What I did down here should not be affecting up there.
Right.
So what changed?
This is stressing me out.
Is it stressing you out?
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
What?
The little point. Does that?
No, I mean, this is the same thing I've been struggling
okay.
with
Right.
the last
Okay.
minute or so. Just trying in different ways. Fuck you. Yeah, that's. I can't even grab any of that shit. How did I fix it the first time? This is ridiculous. And that kind of works. So I don't love that, but I'm tired of dealing with it. Let's see. Okay. Moving on with my life. We've got 4 kind of ridges, and I've also got I'm not sure how to do this. I guess I should have done that first.
And the ridges are designed. They're not holding that back fin on, are they?
No. There's a slit back here for the fin, but right here there's a split down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually kind of big. I don't even have a great place to kind of draw this from. So I'm straight eyeballing that part. So we're gonna do a split body, and then that part I just cut off, we're gonna split that using this. And that's got to turn. Yeah. Interesting. So we're going to do another split. We're going to split this guy. Using that. Make this go away. And draft. So for those of you following along at home, if you want to look at your Swampfires and tell me if that looks right to you. So when do I do that now? This is a bit of a weird one because I think need to merge the other half to do this curve justice in here, because that's a curve, this is a curve, and when you do both of them, it ends up kind of curving the front. So I think I'm not going to mess with that for now. I'm going to get these ridges on here. There's 4, and then kind of one's just at the tip here, the other one's here, and then 2 in the middle. And they're a little bit sneaky. And I will take measurements. That's an easy thing to measure. They're pretty tight. So yeah, 1 mil exactly. And I'm going to make it pretty long, and a lot of it's going to end up getting hidden or concealed, whatever. I don't know if I can move this or not. I'm going to try. Nice. There we go. So again, we're going to just do some body splitting.
Okay.
So that brings us back to nice and flat at the bottom, but this has to angle up along with this. So I'm gonna just as kind of a shortcut, rather than trying to take any kind of measurements, I'm gonna split body with that. So that's gonna put that face at the same angle.
And I think that's the key, that you had you angled it. And okay.
Pull this out. 1 mil.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can get away with rounding some of this stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So right there, we've got a spot where I can really. Oh, that's interesting. So what were you saying, Shane? I didn't quite follow. Shane?
He must have slipped away for a second.
All right. And I don't trust any of the lines that are on here, so I'm going to just put a line on here. Sometimes when a line is on, like what I'm going to do is a pattern on a path, and so like in theory, I can use that line to do the pattern on path. But when it's attached to a tangent chain, sometimes it just complicates things, and I just don't want to deal with it. So real easy to just draw a line, come to pattern on path, select the thing I want. I didn't want whatever I clicked first, just this. And this is the path.
Easy peasy. I like it.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. And I'm still going to need to round that nonsense. I'm gonna undo all of that. I'm gonna move this guy over a little. Not a lot, but a sliver. And then I'll repeat what I just did.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I didn't try and move just one is like I've got a nice symmetric spacing in between each of them. So if I move one, I have to adjust all of them. And now, now I'm guessing what should be where. So easier to just redo it. And now everything's nice and symmetric.
Yeah.
Jesus, come on. All right.
That looks great, though.
There you go. And then once I merged left and right, there's more ridges like that on the front, and there's a couple of like panel line things on the back, but they are not symmetrical, so I'm not doing those now. Yeah, so I think I'm just about to the point where we'll do the merge. There's down from the top, that's like angle. So this shouldn't be perfectly up and down like this. It's probably like a 1 degree angle out as part of the mold release design. I'm going to leave it like this. It's not bothering me. But I'm now noticing it because at the very top up here,
Mm-hmm.
There's about a 2 millimeter thing where it angles very, very subtly to bring it back up to straight up and down. And below that, there's like a ridge line that we're going to add now.
Is it bringing back some Fang 2 PTSD or something?
Not quite yet. I was getting a little frustrated there, but I'm okay now.
And speaking about the Fang 2, as you're doing that, Mark, have you seen? I know that people are printing that, as I mentioned a little earlier. Have you seen any really, really, really cool adaptations of that yet? Like,
I haven't.
Cool
I've seen. I had a lot of people ask me exactly the purple I used because it's perfect, and it really is. It's really an attractive piece when it's done in the right colors. Sorry. And so I've seen a handful of those. There's a couple of folks that have told me that they did it like an Arctic version or a desert version, but I haven't seen pictures of them.
All right, I like how you just did that. That was awesome.
How I did what?
How you had that raised piece, how you built that raised piece up, just like that.
Okay.
Makes a. And I don't have one in my hand, but I think I do remember that little raised piece right there.
Yeah, it's pretty subtle. So like it looks like I pulled it out a lot, but I think I did half a mil.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
just enough to be raised. Yeah.
Yeah, like
that might not even. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll barely even notice it, but that's how it is. So, and there's a little bit more going on, and again, I suspect it's 100% because of the mold release portion. There's a subtle angle along the whole top, and I guarantee it's like 0.1 degrees, and it's
Mark, I'm not gonna lie. There are some times that there's sometimes that I take the podcast and I go back and I try to replicate some things that you have been doing just to teach myself a little bit more about fusion. And I think that's one of the things that I'm going to do. I don't know how you just did that, but I'm going to go back and try to
How I
replicate that.
pulled this piece out.
Yeah. Like how
Okay.
you separated it out. But that's okay. You don't have to go back and explain it now. I'll go back and watch it again.
Well, I mean, it's pretty quick and easy. I drew a line. Drew a line, then did split body. I split
body.
that body with that line that I built, and then I selected. I just you could do a push pull. I did offset face because that's my preference. That's what I've got. Quick button up there, offset face, and then grab
all of it.
Grabbed all the faces. That's the kind of the trick is you verify that you've got all the faces,
and then you offset them all at once.
Yeah. So if I grab one face, sometimes it'll tangent chain along. It depends. Sometimes it'll tangent chain along and pull everything out. Sometimes it won't. It will just pull the one face, and you end up with a distortion that you weren't trying to have.
Gotcha.
And then I just did that little bit of a fillet on the edges there. So I think at this point we're gonna do a mirror, and then on this one, usually I don't let it join. If I've got a bunch of pieces in the mix, I just don't want to take the chance. They kind of fixed the software from when I started doing this. If you did join, it joined anything it was touching. So I got in the habit of never doing that, and so now it's kind of muscle memory, and I don't screw with it. I would rather just have it two separate bodies and then manually control what gets joined myself.
Yeah.
So I'm going to attempt to do these curves now. I think it's going to have to, if it'll even let me, I'll do a variable on this. This will take a little bit of trickery, I suspect. Yeah. So this is happening because I merged these ridges to this piece.
Is that the right size gap in between there?
It's hard to say because there's a bunch of I think I'm a little wide.
Yeah. Oh, you mean with the whole thing?
Yeah, the whole hull is a little wide. So yeah, you know what? Let's go back and we're gonna fix some stuff.
You're making a 2-seater Swampfire?
No, it's not that wide, baby. Wow, did we really go that far that fast?
Yeah. I mean, where are we at?
There we go.
Just 1 hour.
I just mean from when I merged the two halves.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, you've only been designing for like maybe 55 minutes.
Okay. So here's where I messed up, and we're gonna undo that as well. This should be beveled like that, and I'm not gonna be able to get in there and take a measurement, but there's definitely a bevel in there. That's gonna make us a little thinner. And I wanted to do all these curves after I did the merge, but it's going to be a hassle. Excuse me. So I can do this now. And then I might do that middle part after. I don't know. Okay. See how that made us a bit thinner? I just have I got to redo some of that work I've already done. So we'll do our pattern on a path. Okay. And what I'll do is mirror everything and join that stuff after. What I am going to do, I'm going to redo this detail up here first. So yeah, and splitting the body. And since we're doing this, I'm going to grab just one face and pull it out and see how it did this. Now, sometimes you want an effect like that, but we don't want that right now. So I'll undo and then offset face, and I grab all the faces. And I'm just going to 5.
And that's the 0.5 mil again, right?
Yep. Now, because it comes, like, if you remember what I measured, it was like 0.503. It was a little different because it wrapped around that curve. It's not going to be a perfectly consistent 0.5. Like, this whole thing is, there's a curve and a curve and a curve. So it did what I told it to do. It just the math made some parts a little thicker than others. Okay, I think that was all I needed to do for doing the mirror again. For poops and giggles, I'm going to let it join. Cool. So, yeah, back in the day, like a year and a half, 2 years ago, if I had done that, all these pieces would have merged automatically, which I wouldn't want. So let's see what this does. All right, still not exactly what I want. Damn it, yeah.
Oh no, not bad.
It's not bad.
What don't you like about it? The top part, the front part?
I think this needs to be angled in more. Which I can't do because of this curve. But I don't know if it's worth going in the timeline and getting rid of that curve so that I can. No, I'm not. We're good. No one's looking underneath this thing.
Yeah.
I need to calm down a little bit. Too much.
I think that is going to handle the waves perfectly. Nope, not that. Not that.
Yeah, that's not what I want. So, yeah, it'll be cool to see if it floats.
So the original toy did not float well because
I don't recall ever putting it in water.
Where the back fin clips into the bottom part, it's not completely watertight.
Right. All right. Well, let's water in.
Yeah, I mean, if it goes below, I get like it is sealed, like along the top of this, like that's the water line. Like if
Yeah,
the
but
water
turn
stays
it
below,
sideways. Go. Let me see the back. Yeah. So
yeah,
yeah,
right here,
right there. If it goes in and gets above there, it's gonna.
right. But
And I
it's
think
also
it.
compartmentalized. It's interesting. So if the water does get in here, it still only fills up this back. It'll end up doing this probably, but it's not gonna
Or maybe it was where the
flood this compartment.
where the okay, yeah, it's not gonna flood
So
because that middle part is
it can definitely get in here, but then
yeah.
the back and the front will still kind of keep it balanced. But yeah, once water gets above this line
Yeah. Oh,
anywhere,
yeah, for sure, for
it's
sure.
it's
I
done.
I feel like it just filled up in the back two compartments, and that was enough to make it not float well. I think. So what more are we doing with the hull part?
For this bottom. So there's
Yeah.
3 kind of ridges along the front,
Okay.
Mhm.
and then there's some panel lines on the 2 back halves of that. We'll do the split for the tail, and then we'll do the panel lines, and it's got to have some cuts where the pontoons can fold down.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm trying to wiggle this sketch up a little bit. There we go. So there's 3 of these. The middle one's a little shorter because there's also like a little cut that I still kind of do. Oh, that was rude. Did you see that?
No, what happened?
I went to move just this top part of the sketch, and because I was freehanding it drifted left
Oh.
off center, which I don't want. Let's see. We're gonna split body. I also could have sketched this on that plane. Um, either way is fine. It doesn't matter. So offset phase 0.5. A little more. I'll look 0.75. I don't think it's a full mil. Yeah, I mean it's not even enough there to measure. So it's a pretty subtle little piece there. But I've got it. I don't know the way I did it isn't necessarily the best way, but it's all going to merge together and it's not going to matter. I'm going to create another line though for my pattern on the path. Pattern on path. This object, that path, and then I'm just going to do symmetric. So these actually, I kind of hose that up. I'm gonna back that up a bunch. Because they kind of follow down through the curve to where it gets flat, which is there. So we'll do this again. Split body. This guy, it's fine. And so this is perfect. So this is exactly a situation where I'm going to grab just that face, and it didn't do it. I thought I was going to pull out and leave this flat. Oh well.
All right, what were you hoping that would happen?
I was hoping that this actually, yeah. I bet I can do this. Hold on.
I have faith.
I mean, I wouldn't go crazy. So if I'm hoping if I cross that line, that'll be the thing that does it for us. So split body. So I'm grabbing just that face. There we go.
Oh, that's
That's
cool.
what I wanted to happen. Exactly that, because that's what I needed to do.
All right, what did you do to make it differently?
What I did is I crossed into a third face.
Okay.
So it was this piece just across these two faces, and that wasn't enough for it to do this.
To do that. Okay, gotcha.
So I crossed into this other face, and it did it. All right. So I'll make this line for the
I will tell you in the
1 millionth time.
In the chat here that there's chatter about making this motorized, which goes along with, at the beginning of our conversation, how many He-Man vehicles had batteries in them, right? I'm all about making more batteries in toys.
There's so much out there now too. There's so many, like if you go on Amazon and find like little electronic kits, there's so much you can do for not a lot. So like this is I think I've shown this before, this goofball. This is the Sonic Fighters Falcon, my custom. So this was the custom I did for the classes coming up.
Oh wait, I'm trying to make you big screen here. Hold on. Oh, the button disappeared. Nice. There you go. There you go. Oh.
Can you hear it?
Yeah. What is this again?
Sonic Fighter.
Based on the Sonic Fighters Falcon.
Oh, nice. So, wait, so you made that?
Yeah.
Nice. What electronics kit did you put in there?
Like one of them, it's a couple. So it's one to make the blinking LEDs, and another one with like a speaker and a couple little chips, and so you can plug a little USB into it and load MP4s onto it.
Oh, okay.
So it's two different kits that I wired together. My dad figured all that out for me and told me how to do it.
Okay, was it an Arduino?
No, it's nothing that complicated. But that's back to kind of my point, is you've got Arduinos, Raspberry Pis. You can get little teeny monitors, and I'm lucky. I think you have a Micro Center. You can go to Micro Center, see what kind of stuff there is, and come up with something.
Yeah,
there's so much great stuff now. All right. So all I did was just merge it. So the middle one I'm going to push back. So I'm going to do a split body on there. Just going to push this face back 5 millimeters. Those need to come back. Not really. Oh, I'm going to merge that back together before I go. Forget. So at the front of this, there's a bit of a cut where it's going to slip, kind of wedge in underneath the top part.
Right.
So I gotta just kind of make this little cut. And I'm not too concerned about this. Like, I don't plan on this being what really holds this thing together. This is gonna, we're not doing a
It's not
parts out of
really
2-part injection molds.
right.
It's not going to be hollow like, well, it probably not going to be hollow like this. It'll probably be filled. That's a lot of wasted filament and space, and therefore weight. So we'll probably do something to hollow it out to a degree, but it isn't going to be just walls like this. So yeah, so this I'm doing it.
You know, one of my biggest difficulties with watching you build. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Did he disappear?
Yeah, he's back. He's back.
You know what I hate about you, Mark?
No. I was gonna say one of the biggest difficulties about watching you do this is so I'll put it in full screen so I can really see the details. And when I'm in full screen, I will want to see something that you're doing again, and I will literally grab it and start acting like it's fusion and start trying to move the model. And I'm like, oh, I'm watching Mark do this. It's not. I've done this like 3 times now. I keep thinking that it's fusion, and I go and grab them, and try to twist it around. It's messing with my brain.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, so sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you and then cut out.
No, it was the way you started to say something and cut out. Yeah. You know what my biggest critique about you is, Mark? Where'd it go? What is it?
And on that cliffhanger, tune in next time where we find out why Mark's an ass.
Nah.
No, shit. That's not such a mystery.
Yeah.
My wife's been telling me for years.
I just love the way that looks. It's so good.
This could be a bit of an issue. That's not so bad.
No, not too bad.
Ooh, that's interesting.
0.2?
Yeah, it didn't like 0.1. Oh well. All right, so we are kind of following the what is this? The blueprint on this.
See, looking at that blueprint, to me, it looks too squatty. But
it does. It looks a little squat. It definitely looks a little squat.
Yeah.
So here's
when you just
a way
take
we
the
can.
Bottom, it looks good. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm grabbing a circle tool. And see how that's a circle?
Yeah.
If this was pinched, if it was squat, like if the image was squished, this wouldn't be a circle.
It wouldn't be a circle. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Maybe so it's just perception.
It's the blueprint not being perfectly accurate. Like, it's definitely not correct to the toy. So it's like the pontoons, especially. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do some tweaking and make some adjustments and get it closer to true. But yeah. So I did, I can do this, man. We'll see what we're looking at. From the top of the back of this to there is 65 mil. So I'm going to do this in a weird kind of way. From here there should be 65. Wrong one. Right there. So that's not bad. That's pretty close. And from the top to there, it's about 20.
Figure 6-pack just said that being able to print this in the Brazilian Python Patrol colors with maroon and yellow and black.
Maroon.
Yes. See, that is the one that's on my list. Having that Swampfire, but it's a very expensive toy as well because it's I guess it's Australia or whatever. A picture? Yeah, for sure.
I don't believe I've ever seen that.
What? Yeah, it came out in like the 90s, like 91 or 92, but
yeah, I was unaware of any Swampfire repaints.
Yeah. I want it, but when I found out how expensive it was.
Yeah, boy.
How many do you have, Artwann?
I think I have 2 actually.
You have
you
2.
Motherfucker, yeah. I was kidding.
See, I hate it. Right. I was just kidding about the 3 ice cream soldiers too, and now I'm just gonna say, yeah, he has 3. Yeah, whatever. It's is it Australia?
It's
yeah, it is. It is. No, Republicas.
Right, Rubricas. Yeah,
Rubricas.
What the hell? Are you speaking English right now? What?
Yeah. Rubricas. Python Patrol.
Here you go. Yep.
Asp and Swampfire came out in. Oh wait, I'm going to try to share my screen here. Let's see. Let's see if it lets me. Share my screen.
You have had kind of zero luck sharing your screen up.
I know, right? I know. I think it's. I use Firefox. I think it's that. I'm gonna try one more time. Okay, so share this window. What window am I sharing?
I heard something.
So now it's going. There's a strip that says you are sharing your entire screen.
See, it doesn't let me share my screen. Yeah. Okay. I keep trying. Lame. Artwann, if you could pull it up, I can share.
Okay, let's see.
I can put a link to where I found it. I'll give you a link.
Okay.
Like if it's just like a slightly bluer green and that's the only difference.
No. It is amazing in every way.
Okay.
There we go.
And Artwann, the reason why you're not actually showing the real one is because it's behind protective glass in your vault.
No, it is. It's actually in my cases over here. I have to have a key to open it up.
And a password and
I gotta grab the key.
And he has to do that.
I can't tell if he's kidding.
Laser.
No, I'm serious.
Do the laser thing too. He has to, turn off all the lasers and.
I am dead serious. I have like all my cases to the right of me. They all have a key that you have to open up the glass. So.
All right. So found another gut-wrenching mistake.
All right. Did you share that, Artwann?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to find where you shared that at.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to stop sharing. I need to see this thing.
Okay. There it is.
There we go.
Have I ever seen this before?
How badass is that, really?
God damn it.
Yeah.
I mean, this should be my shot, but it's not. So I tell you, if whoever's selling one of these at Joe Fest, just take my money. I'm gonna buy one at Joe Fest. This is it. This is.
I mean, is this an item that is it rare enough that it'll even be there? Or
that's the thing. I don't know if I've ever seen one.
I think I saw one last year, and it was a little bit outside of my reach. But you know what? You know what? I'm balling right now. I got
It's
dozens of
it's
dollars that I need to spend.
it's pretty. I like me some Python Patrol, man. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll probably paint one up like this. Holy
Yep.
crap, that looks really good. Okay. Damn.
All right. And on that note, fellas, I am going to have to drop from the podcast, but please continue on without me. I am looking forward to seeing the progress, and I'll see you next time.
All right, man.
Yo, Joe.
Yo, Joe.
Joe. So the back end of this contours in. So you can see it right there on the from the top view. And I didn't notice until just now. And I don't know that there's gonna be an easy way to
do that. Yeah.
Yeah, like all right, we're gonna try and cheat.
Okay. I'm looking for the cheat codes. How are you gonna do this without going all the way back?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut the tail end off about here.
Mm-hmm.
Pull it back. See if it allows me to go back, and then try to bevel in and kind of hide it. Like the correct way to do it is to go back to before we split it, or before I mirrored it.
Right.
Before I did this curve right here, before I put this in, and I'm not doing that. That's just too much. I'm not doing it. So all right. So what should happen is when I do offset face,
It'll pull out. Yep.
This should just pull out, and it's already failing.
Not doing it. Yeah.
So, and it's not doing it because of all these fucking curves. Yeah, it's not even trying. That sucks. So, let's see if we can simplify it for a little bit. So I'm going to do a split body on both sides. Just to get rid of those edge pieces.
Mm-hmm. And then you'll go back, grab face. Yep. Let's see if it pulls.
This should work.
It's not doing it.
Yeah, that's really kind of weird, actually, that it's not. That should be working. Is it because you know what it is? This chamfer or this fillet back here is variable,
right?
And that's what's screwing it up. So let's go back to this. So what I need to do is pull this. So I think if I can get away with just pulling these curves, and that was before the mirror. It might have been. There we go. So I'm going to delete that from the timeline. Cool. And in theory, this would have been an offset face. Let's see if this works. Yes. Let's go here. Is that like that little detail? I can redo that easy. That's not a big deal. So the question is, can I do this?
Can you? Yep.
Now it's going to create an extra bit of curve on the bottom that I don't want.
Right there. Yeah.
right here. But
Yep.
you know what? I don't care. Now, just for poops and giggles, we'll play with it a little, just see if we can trick it. So I'm gonna. Ooh, you know what would be hot if this worked? Sometimes this works. I don't expect it to. No, that would have been really cool.
Yeah. See, for me, it's the on the spot problem solving for me. Like, this is why I don't like people watching me design, because I
Yeah,
will.
right. Because I made a mistake and now I'm struggling to fix it. Right.
Right. Like, I would have thrown the laptop at this point. Like,
Oh, it's infuriating.
yes.
There's so many there's so many details, so many things that can go wrong. Why did that work? That should have worked. Literally worked on the other side a second ago.
Yeah. Sweet.
Right there, 5.086.
And see, I have to do it when I do my 3D printing camps for my students, and I'll have to sit there and try to, design on the fly, and I'm just sweating. Trying to look cool, but I am sweating.
I mean, the problem solving, fixing it part is for me. It's kind of the most important part.
Mm.
You know, get the crap out of here. Because you're always going to end up designing yourself into a corner somewhere.
Somehow, yep.
Especially when you're creating something based on something else where you're trying to match things. If I was creating this just out of my head from scratch, I wouldn't have had to go back. I would have. It would just be what it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, reproducing an existing something is harder than making something new.
Oh wow, I'm getting bombed here.
Ha ha! I fixed it. Oh man, Artwann. I can't believe that fucking worked.
It worked. Oh, I didn't realize I had two of these. Oh, I do have two open.
What? I'm sorry. What's happening? Is someone trying to buy your Swampfire?
Yeah, I'm getting messages like galore all of a sudden, and then I realized I had two Facebooks open, and so I'm getting double the messages. I don't know, like, staggered timing or something. I don't know what it was. I am trying to make an executive decision on whether or not I'm getting that Ultimate's back because I swear I have one, but at $11 I could have another one.
Yeah, like it's a pretty easy yes, man. I was talking to someone. I'm like, you can't even get like a 10-piece chicken nugget meal for
$11. Yeah.
Yeah.
$6, 48.
I hate that I've had to do this weird detail thing like 3 or 4 times. You know?
That's what I'm saying. It'd be like, oh my gosh, am I doing this again? There we go.
What just happened? Are you sharing something, or did Shane finally drop? Like,
No.
something's going on. Oh, I'm getting messages.
That's what it is. Yeah.
That's what it is. It's making the same sound, I think.
I like chicky nuggets.
I shouldn't have Facebook open. Yeah, that's already super old. I'm gonna have to deal with that. Oh my god. All right, I don't have anything open. That should be.
Okay. You're hearing chimes in your ear?
Yeah, is it you?
I had a bunch that went through, so maybe you're getting some sort of delayed response.
I'm like, they're popping up on my phone.
Oh no, that's you.
messages.
Yeah. No, it's you.
But I don't have a browser with that open on the computer. It shouldn't be happening. Bastards. Okay, so I know where I'm at. I gotta split the back for the tail fin thing.
Okay, so now you put a little bit of a curve in that slot there too.
Just down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot. Just a little curve. Shouldn't affect anything. And I'll probably round this too, but I should get a little further along before I really screw with here. Because there's a functionality that has to work, and I don't want to interfere with it and then have to go backwards and fix things like I just did.
Okay. Yeah,
It's actually a little curvy back here. So I made this the size I wanted it, and then I just wiggled it kind of more into place. I'll just hit E for extrude and let it cut.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna be fine. I've got a couple little panel lines.
Some panels. Yep.
Yeah, back here. I'm not putting copyright 1986 Hasbro Inc. Pawtucket, Rhode Island. I'm not putting that on there. So so these are straight up panel lines. Debating if I wanted to do it as like a panel and add a little more detail. I think I'm just going to stick with kind of how it was. So I'm just I selected the face that I'm putting it on,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm really kind of just going to eyeball this one. So one of them's sort of a square, the other one's like a long rectangle. So this is just a sketch on a face. I'm going to do a pipe. I'm going to do a square. A millimeter is too much. 0.75. See how it looks. Actually, this is going to end up much bigger because we'll end up
Blowing it up. Yep.
blowing it all up for classified. I'm going to go
Mm.
0.5, and so it'll still be a little less than a mil, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that means half of what I just kind of Boolean subtracted was above the face. So I'm going to add a little bit of depth to it. Let's go 0.2, and that was the wrong way. I got to minus 0.2, and that looks like too much. So we'll come back and do minus 0.1. Yeah. So we're gonna, like I always do, I'll round everything out.
Mm-hmm.
So there's always an interesting thing that happens. Come on. I'm just gonna I'm gonna do this the wrong way, then I'll do it the right way. So if I grab that angle and this angle and I round them together,
They won't match up right.
They won't match up. It looks like
Yep.
trash.
Yep.
So I've got to do them separate. The good news is, I can still do them. You know, I don't have to do them one by one. I can
All together. Select them all, and then bring them to around this. It's but it's those little things like you don't really realize that they'll have those differences unless you're doing this quite often, and you go, okay, that doesn't work right. There you go. Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, I eyeballed it, but it's certainly better than it would have been. Hopefully, this will remember my measurement. Oh, cool. It did. So
Sweet.
then I just got to remember I want to do a minus
You
point.
go down point.
Make that a little pinch deeper, and then we'll
Do your round.
play our little game with the corners. We are 2.5 weeks from Joe Fest.
Oh man, yeah.
Isn't that cool? I'm so
It
excited.
is. I'm thinking about the amount of money I'll probably spend and how little it's going to look this year.
Oh, when you put it all on the bed,
Yep.
for your Artwann's Hall picture.
Yep.
I'm not even worried about spending shit. I'm just looking forward to seeing everybody.
Yeah. Oh,
Going to Mellow Mushroom.
definitely. But I always like to come away with a little booty. But yeah, for the stuff that I'm looking for, it just all costs so much. So I'm going to come away with a lot less.
All right. I think next up is going to be the tail fin, which I have here somewhere. I'm just looking to see how close the image is. It's actually
diagram is, yeah,
technically I need it this way. I think it looks pretty good. There's some, like, these panel lines down here aren't entirely correct. Like these squares are, or trapezoids, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But these horizontal ones are not correct. And obviously there's some missing details because the body's in the way. But by and large, for the most part, I think this thing looks pretty good. I'm going to try and put this back together. Nice. I'll say this thing comes apart, goes back together pretty easy.
And yeah, fairly solid.
Yeah. Okay. Like, I don't want to do the main body part now, because once I start it, like, I'm gonna keep doing that until it's done, and that's where all the detail is.
All the work is. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm kind of willing to wait on that. And this. Okay. Okay. There's a little nodule right here. Like, I'll have to come back and do it later. There's like a little divot in here where there's a little nodule on the tail fin that will kind of help it kind of snap into place.
Yep.
We'll deal with that when we get there. In the meantime, I think we're good. So
time to make some angles.
Yeah, and it's really not bad, this thing. Right here is kind of like that first decision point. But it looks like we kind of have a bit of a cheat right there. We can see where it goes.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of my favorite. Like, I'm coming down here, and as long as I've touched this point, I'll get like a nice line and a bit of a snap when I'm horizontal to it. So that was nice and easy. Like, I'd have been farting around for quite a while if we tried to, if I didn't have the blueprint to have done that with. Doing all that.
Like, I always kind of start with a scan of everything, but like I don't think I've ever really tried this with a blueprint.
Yeah, I mean, if a scan, and again, you're probably kind of using this scan as a bit of a like a 3D trace.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And it's going to be more accurate than these. Like, the blueprints are absolutely not accurate, period, at all whatsoever. So, so you'll if you've got a scanner, if you've got the ability to do that, you're going to get something closer to the the no shit toy. Like if I was deliberately doing reproduction parts, a scan is a better way to do it than trying to do it from the blueprints. It just that would not work out. What's great, most of this is panel lines, and most of it's nice and flat. So this is just really not bad. Let's see if we can do the. There we go. That's interesting. So there's this little split right here. Yeah. That's not a thing. It's actually like a relief piece. But let's see if we can get these shapes. And you know, this is one of those situations where we only got to do half. Snap there. So I don't have a point for it to snap to that's on center line. It's trying to snap to. Actually, should be looking right there. It's not liking it.
No. Okay.
So if I come down to origin, that should do it. Yeah. And it's because I didn't start this on center is where the issue lied. But I was thinking about this curve too much. So yeah, so I should have known better, but I was busy worried about something else. And so like already it doesn't line up with the top view and the side view don't match.
Right.
So I'm gonna have to tweak a little something. We'll see if I'm able to. I don't want the point. So I'm gonna try and move just this line up a little to stretch it out, but it may not like it. No, it's not that. But this definitely should be about there. So we'll see if that hosed it up too much. Okay. So just need to make some adjustments. All right, we'll see how that goes. .9, 1.9. It's not too bad.
There. Why is it going so far?
It's snapping.
Okay.
Tell you what, on the toy, this is pretty flat. It doesn't really curve back in. So I'll go ahead and stick with that. And I've got one panel line on the bottom for some reason. Interesting.
Oh, so Ben was asking when the plane went red. So like you were doing sort of like the extrude up type of thing, but it was red. Why was it red?
Red. I mean, red means it's an error. It won't work.
Mm-hmm.
If you're asking me specifically, what is the mathematical problem? What is the software issue that it can't do it? I don't have a technical answer to give for that. I don't know.
Okay. Well, yeah,
I just
it was like you're extruding the fin upwards, and for some reason it was all red, but it still worked.
oh um it did and it didn't. So when I had done the sketch, I selected that face. I hit
Mhm.
E for extrude, and as soon as I start to pull it up, because I'm pulling it through another body, I thought he was talking about way earlier when we were
No, no,
talking
no,
about
no,
other
just the
shit. Because I'm extruding it through a body, the default is for it to subtract. And so I had to go over and push like new body. That's what I would have done because I didn't merge it, right? It's a new body.
right.
Um, yeah, no, that's because the default when you extrude a new body through an existing body, the default is for it to subtract.
Okay.
Sorry, I misunderstood. Doing this a little bit different. We've got a panel line, and rather than lay something down, I wanted to copy the measurement. So I basically created a box starting at this edge,
Mm-hmm.
measured it out to here to the center of the panel line, cut the body, and then just beveled those two edges away from each other.
So just another way of doing it.
Yeah. Since I was trying to hit a pretty precise measurement. Now that might be, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to shrink that up a little. I think it was a little too much. Yeah. Hi, Ben, by the way. I assume Ben's going to make it to Joe Fest. Correct me. Let us know if I'm wrong about that, because that would be one of those things where I expect to see you. So it'd be weird if you're not there. Shit. Do that now. Okay. There's when once these are merged, this line right here, it's going to get a fillet.
Yeah.
It gets pulled back pretty far, but I want to get like a lot of these panel lines that are symmetric from left to right. I want to get those on here before I mirror this over.
Okay.
And it's not perfectly symmetric. Like this arm that's holding the rotor is only on this side that we're looking at.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, it's like there's like a subtracted piece on the back side of right here. That's about it, though. The rest of it's pretty
symmetrical.
Pretty symmetric, yeah.
All right. Ben says, yeah, he'll be there. So yeah, I'm going to be there.
All right. So I'm going to draw a line so I can extrude out this piece, and it's sort of what rests up against the upper body of the Swampfire. Because I want lines to be parallel, I'm selecting that as the face for me to draw on, and that'll allow me to kind of touch that line. And yeah. I don't know if you can see it. There's two little parallel lines. There's all this stuff in the way. But like as I rotate in, you'll see these two little lines kind of snap on.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, there they are. So that means I'm parallel to that
boom
line that's there.
Yeah. So,
that's a couple of odd things. then I can split body. And I'll pull this out.
You can pull it now. Yeah.
Yeah. But how much? That's actually.
Gotta measure it.
Yep. Yeah, that's actually a legit amount. Okay. I think some of these panel lines are a little annoying. Just trying to think of it like as I'm going through it, like what's the quickest, easy way to do this?
You're thinking, do you pattern it, or are you just gonna?
Yeah, I think what I'll do is create these pipes, and instead of doing cut here, I'll do new body.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did I do? Okay, I didn't draw it on the face. I should have drawn it on the face. Get rid of that. That explains why I didn't want to snap that thing earlier. Great. Pipe.
Yep.
Nope. Just a hair larger body. Okay. So, because I'm going to be doing a pattern on a path with this, I'm going to go in and kind of pre-curve these edges.
Yeah. Basically, you want to get it right before you make the copies.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just saving me clicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about your workflow. Kind of once you know what you're doing, the next step is working towards efficiency.
Yep, getting efficient.
Oh, God damn it, I did that again. Son of a bee. I don't know if you saw that. I had it nice and 90 degree, and it wanted to snap over to this edge. Because I'm on this face,
mm-hmm.
It'll snap to these corners, and I need it here. There we go. So I wiggled the mouse a hair.
A hair,
and it snapped over to the corner it was probably because I was putting the force on the mouse to push the button, made it wiggle that hair over, like a punk. All right, so the mistake I just made there, pipe again. I'm gonna do the new body. So just like I made all these little curves earlier, if I subtract this with that right angle there, it's not just like I don't just click one side and the other side and then round it. I have to click that line, click that line, click that line, click that line. So the efficient way to do it is to do it now.
Yeah, these are things you learn after you get properly annoyed.
Yeah, exactly. I'm still gonna have to like do some clicking and stuff, but I would have had to have gone through and gotten
every single line. Yep,
and then do it again for all these corners. So, and I ended up doing it more, but like sometimes because I'm doing this as a kind of a demonstration and I'm talking about how to get through mistakes and troubleshoot. I did it more than I needed to, just to kind of illustrate. One's gonna be too much.
You like one? Okay.
This time. This creates a weird little something right here. And it's weird on the toy too, so. Oh, you son of a bee. I thought it was gonna work.
Not working.
I'll figure it out. So here's the actual problem: is that it rolls over. Yeah, that's not gonna. There's no fucking way. Anyway, it's also like teeny tiny.
Yeah.
So I really don't need to spend too much time on it.
I call those the weld lines, or basically welds.
Yeah. So again, the all these other panel lines aren't on the toy, so I'm gonna not worry about them. There is one kind of over here. I'll come back and do. I'm gonna get this bottom piece first, and you can see it's kind of hidden there.
Yeah.
So what I know is this corner is where it ends. So I'm gonna grab that corner. I'm gonna cut that whole front part off temporarily, so I know where the tip is, since I can't see it on the blueprint. I gotta tell you, I'm having a lot more fun on this one than I did on the Fang 2.
Well, yeah, it's moving along quickly. We don't have to redo everything.
Yeah, it was it was an unexpected challenge, you know. the other thing, and a big part of it was just and I've been complaining about like the blueprints not being totally accurate, but these are so much better than the blueprints for the Fang 2, for those late era blueprints.
Yeah.
For me, it's just all the difference in the world. It's the difference between like genuinely enjoying what I'm doing right now and being goddamn frustrated.
The late year blueprints probably got kind of lazy.
Yeah, I'm sure they were like, it's that juice isn't worth the squeeze or whatever. They just don't
Mm-hmm.
want to spend the money
Mm-hmm.
on that art. Uh, yeah.
Interesting thing. I saw. Remember, I was like, man, I can't figure out what the heck I did with my Fang 2. And then I go in the other room. It's on the wall.
Oh, okay. I was curious if you're going to say it was like hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, it's on the wall. I was like, dude, I didn't remember putting it there, but I must have. Now, the other interesting thing is I know I have more than one of them because I typically have more than one. My other one is boxed. I was like, okay. First world problems.
Yeah. So this is a bit of a thing here. So I can get parallel, right? I can
Hmm.
have all kinds, but I can't make it snap to that point. So that doesn't always work. Let me see what happens. Cool. Um, that little thing I just did, that can be a little tricky sometimes. It can be finicky. So these, it makes sense that like this line should be through the middle of this trapezoid.
Hmm.
It's not on this drawing, and it's not on the toy either, but it's kind of reversed on the toy, like the sides heavier than that side on the toy. I'm just gonna try and move it to middle once I've got it extruded out.
Okay. Okay. So Ben, it's going negative right now because that's the red.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but then I quickly went over and changed it to new body.
Okay.
So possible you missed that. I did
He
it that quick.
probably, yeah. Other thing is you have to when it's at an angle like that, you kind of have to eyeball the middle.
No, it'll snap. So
It'll
see how
snap.
even though it's a trapezoid, it knows where the middle of that line is.
Okay.
The question is, will it? Okay, yeah, actually, that's not bad. I wasn't sure if it would end up hitting the same angle as this line, which it
Hmm.
needs to. So I don't mind that. I'll just move this whole thing again in a second. Um, yeah. Shoot. Okay. I'm gonna do new body. I'm gonna make this a little smaller than the other one. So because I'm doing squares, it kind of stops. So I just need to grab these edges and pull them out.
Okay.
Get this canvas out of the way. So I'm gonna just center that line. That actually works out really good. And it's not perfect, but sort of good enough for me. And so this will be interesting. So I've got to put these, we'll call them
Yeah.
bolts in.
The bolts. Yep.
Uh, but I don't know that there's going to be a good way to kind of, without mostly eyeballing it, put them down.
Mm-hmm.
Again, new body. I like that. I don't mention like everything I do when I create a new shape. It's always a new body.
New body. Okay.
So let's see if there's a way we can do a. We might be able to pattern unpath it. Let's see. If I select that, I do that as the path direction. No, that's not great. Identical, also not great. Yeah, I think it's.
Just
I'm just gonna have to. Yeah. There's also, I do two. Okay.
Right. Keep
and
them on
then
the same line. Yep. And then
yeah, so they'll be equal distance left to right.
right. And then you copy. Yep. And then just move it on the same line. Yep.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
not bad. I'll move these up a little bit. Cool. That's going to be too much. Okay. Cool. And I can just copy that whole
Copy
thing.
that whole thing and drop it down. Yep.
Again, those other panel lines don't exist on the toy.
Okay.
Put that back together. I'll see if this panel line that I'm talking about even shows up. Okay. It kind of follows this line, just out a little further. It's just weird because it kind of just dead ends, which panel lines don't typically do. I'm just gonna round some corners and edges.
Now, when you're rounding edges, do you do things mathematically, or are you always kind of eyeballing it?
It kind of a mixture. It depends on the thing.
Mm.
These I'm eyeballing.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah, I've definitely had projects that demanded a little more precision, and so I'll have like a little, I've got like yellow stickies, and I'll write down like all the panel lines will be this thickness, they will be this deep, they will have a fillet of exactly point whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it depends on the specific project. That's interesting. So okay, there's some bolts and then I'll do the mirror and nothing. I think that'll be it for the things that are kind of symmetric. So this is us. Yeah, I'm gonna do new body. I'm gonna bring this face down, and I'm gonna split this guy using that. Get rid of this little chunk. So that just cleans that up a little.
It is a wonder why I don't really do vehicles. I love basically working with shapes as opposed to organic stuff, but I've gotten so dialed into what I'm trying to do organically that I just like, I'll leave the vehicles to the vehicle guys.
It's I was talking to somebody about this the other day. Um, it's kind of like people that do crossword puzzles.
Hmm.
You don't start out as kind of good at it. Like over time, you get a little better, and then you get really good at it, and that becomes kind of your thing. It's the same. I think you've been focusing on something, you've been getting better at it, and you enjoy the challenge of that thing, and like where you're at. Uh, I've been telling a bunch of people for a while. Like I like to draw and I paint and I airbrush. I do a lot of stuff. I've only got time to be kind of really good at one thing.
Hmm.
And so I've decided that this is what that one thing is going to be. So this is kind of where I kind of focus all my creative energy, if you will.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. I'm kind of the same way. I do just artistically, I do a lot of stuff. But yeah, when it really comes to 3D designing, I sort of found my little niche, and that's where I'm sticking right now. And so I'm looking at that. I'm assuming you're trying to get some roundness right there, and it's not working.
Yeah, it's hitting that spot we were fooling with earlier, and it's
Yeah.
the whole thing. So I want to just chop it off and do it because there's no reason this shouldn't easily work. Now it's not going to do a lot because these curves are only going to allow so much.
Right.
I don't need it to be super round. I really just need to match the roundness of those other bits. So before, yeah, I'm just yeah, some of this I could have done before I did the mirror. It just didn't occur to me. I'm just doing a little bit of cleanup before I knock out the rest of that detail.
Now, I've often noticed that like sometimes you'll do um these types of details before mirroring, and then you go, oh, I shouldn't have did that, or I did too much. Then you kind of got to
Yeah,
go back. So how do you just realize it once you kind of run into a roadblock?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of the risk of making a shape or something that's never existed before. You
Hmm.
don't, it's really sometimes I've done a similar enough thing enough times that I remember and recognize where certain hiccups or roadblocks are going to pop up, and Sometimes I just don't know. So I think we're there. I think I was supposed to do some bolts that don't exist here.
Yeah.
But easy enough. It'll be easy to. It'll be fun. We'll do it this way. One, two. Oh, they're not really symmetrical.
The bolts.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
They are and they aren't. They're the ones that are there are symmetric, but there's some that are missing. So the top one will be missing. This one will actually fall under here. There's one that'll be over here, but hidden underneath this shit, and then it's missing over here. So, and they're pretty little subtle things. So I did a split body. Oh God, fuck you, Sketch. So the sketch was popping up and preventing me from selecting the face I wanted. So I did a split body so I can grab it. Since this is just so I don't have to mirror it.
Right.
So we'll just do pattern, circle pattern. And so this is where it'll get tricky. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There should be 12-ish.
12-ish. And then you'll go back and get rid of the ones that aren't there.
Yeah, and before even that, there we go. Nope. Okay, that's that. All right, so that's weird. Okay, so with those selected, I'm going to right click. I'm going to do move copy. I'm not doing a copy, but I'm selecting this pattern, the rotate tool over here. And for the axis, I'm selecting this. So there should be, one of them should be at 12 o'clock, one should be at 6 o'clock.
Gotcha. Yep.
And so about out there. Okay. This whole I'll close up. So it's possible I could just grab the sides and offset face until it's closed, but I'm just gonna do it this way.
He's gonna plug it. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do join. Split this sucker. That face. Okay. So I created a bit of a problem for myself doing that. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna redo that, undo that. That was. I'll deal with this whole after I deal with getting rid of these that I don't want. So we don't want that one. We don't want that one. That one. And we don't want this one. Okay.
So the 12, the 3, the 6, and the 9. Okay.
Okay, and it let me do that. So all I did was I grabbed the cylinder, the negative cylinder that was there, and I did offset face until it was closed. It didn't air out, so Hip hip hooray! Don't worry about it. And there's this one sketch. Well, because I turned them on. Just some sketches that are on that are kind of interfering with what I'm doing. So I'm gonna get rid of those. There we go. I'm looking to see where the interior face of this arm is, whether it was at center or flush with the side. And it looks like it's flush with the side. So I grab that face and I'll do my drawing from there.
And across. Yep. And you can pull it out. And now you're trying to figure out how far. Yep.
And I'm not sure what it hit that it's trying to go red. Did I grab? I grabbed some other shit.
Maybe. Okay.
If this lets me, yeah, I'll go from the middle. This will be interesting, in just that the rotor will have a pin that'll slide through, and a bit of a little bit of a mushroom cap at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to make sure there's plenty of material here for it to be sturdy and everything. Oh shit! So I drew that bit based on the middle of this arm. It has to be from the middle of this circle. That makes sense?
Yep. Yeah.
So I'm gonna come back and redo that. So
yeah, because you got to find. Yeah, it has to be right in the right spot.
Right there.
Yeah.
So it's not in the middle of the arm. You can see it's off from the drawing. And I'll tweak some stuff. For now, fucking sketches, dude.
Oh, I'll pull out.
I'm telling you, the sketches of the devil. So I just want to clean this up and make it look a little less lopsided, I guess. So this is a little thin. Just knowing that this is going to be a 3D print, I can make those adjustments later after we scale it up. I'll see what the size turns out to actually be,
Mm-hmm.
and based on that,
then you'll make an adjustment. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want it to be something that breaks too easily or something like that. I keep turning the sketches on and off because they're a bit much, but I turned off the top and the front.
Yeah.
It's a little easier to look at. I don't know, man. Like we're not finishing this today. There's no way. What time is it? I'm just about at a point where I gotta call it.
Yeah.
But like, might be able to finish next time.
Yeah, we've got a decent base already. Well, we'll put it like this: that top part though is going to present a lot of detail work. So
yeah, absolutely true.
we might get close.
So this is an interesting little diamond shape.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do a new body. And if I draw it in the middle of it, like on that face, I can find the center of everything. Snap to the center. Do this hole.
Push it back a little bit, yeah. And then
I can just rotate this thing.
Yep.
Using that axis. Should just go to 45. And that's that.
Mm-hmm.
So I should be able to snap to the middle of this curve too. There we go. Nice. Oh man, I like it when shit works, dude.
Push back. Yep. Okay, so that one doesn't come flush. Okay.
also nice, like, because this is going to be a print, not a production piece. There's like a bunch of steps that I'm skipping, and it feels great. Like anytime there's a cut or a protrusion, like technically, like if you're coming in, if this mold is coming in from this side, this is all like a cut in here. So like everything would have to be beveled. Just so many steps.
Yeah. Just so you can pull it off the
Yeah, it's all mold release.
mold release, yeah.
Man, I definitely drank I guess 3/4 of a pot of coffee this morning.
Oh man.
And I'm ready.
Yep, you're holding on to liquid nitro.
Yeah, it's good. It's like it will come out of me smelling like coffee.
I miss coffee. So yeah, I only really get to drink coffee when I'm on vacation.
So, like, is the caffeine do something to you? Like, have we talked about this? Because I know you're a coffee guy,
Oh yeah,
and I know you don't really drink it.
Yeah, it's just yeah, because I have no access to coffee at home, and in order for me to get a coffee, I'd have to drive up.
But it's deliberate.
Yeah,
It's not,
So it's really so I don't
overindulge.
Yeah, overindulge and just be
Okay.
like super addicted.
So me basically. That's what I'm hearing. Interesting.
Right.
These these details that I still have inside here are all negative. They're all cuts.
They're cuts in. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering there. But oh yeah, I like coffee. That's for sure. It's just if I had it at home, I'd be just bugging out. I'd have to have it 3 times a day, every day, and it'd become like an
Sounds
expense.
perfect. Sounds perfect. But so I ran out of K cups yesterday, and I knew I was running out, and I made the conscious decision I wasn't going to go get any, because I didn't feel like leaving the house again. I'd done a bunch of running around yesterday, and so I busted out the grinder and the beans, brewed an actual pot of coffee today, which I don't usually do. So this you can see that little shaded area that looks like a detail that doesn't exist on the toy.
Okay.
It's actually up here. It's interesting. Let's. And it's larger as well. It's like the one larger cut of these pieces.
Now we're cleaning up. Yep.
See how this looks. Oh, it doesn't like that.
No.
Cool. All right. So at that, I'm gonna group all this, and I'm gonna call it for today. So I have a movie to see.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I did mirror that, right? Yeah. Cool. So what we've got is kind of I guess all the black pieces.
All the black parts.
Yeah. It wasn't the plan, but that's how it worked out.
With the gun, where's the gun at?
Oh, we do. We have the gun. Good call.
And so we're basically the top portion or the deck portion, and then the prop or props, because you got to do the one back there too.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So we still got like you said, the props up top. Shane's provided those for us. So, and they're pretty damn close. So, that'll go quick. That'll go real quick. And that leaves us with the pontoons. The arms that hold said pontoons. There's a bit of, you hear the ratchet, right?
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see how we do that. Yeah, and then the top. So like, it'll like what we have left is more than half. Like we are not halfway there. But we'll see. We'll see what we're able to pull off with magic next time.
All right. Sweet.
Yeah, thanks for sticking around. Did anyone? Yeah, we have 5 people. Hi, Mom. Watching. Yeah. And so yeah, thanks for sticking around for that. Hopefully, you learn a little something, and you didn't fall asleep. Yeah, good times. So next week.
Next week? Yep.
No plan. We're gonna try and get a guest, but no plan right now. 2 weeks from now, I think we've got another Sunday to do this. It'd be awesome if we could finish up. And I think the Sunday after that, I'm gonna be in Georgia.
Sweet. Yeah.
Right? I think that's how time works. Yeah, I need to find somebody that's flying in. I don't need to, but I'd love to find someone who's getting into Atlanta, like Thursday midday. I was gonna try and split like an Uber with somebody, but at this point, I think I'm just gonna rent a car, because it'll cost the same, and then I'll have some autonomy with a vehicle, so that's always good. Yeah, good stuff. All right. Thanks again, Artwann.
No problem.
I can't wait to see you. It's gonna be awesome.
It's coming up. We're gonna have so much fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
we're gonna have so much fun.
Yeah. So, all right. Hey, everybody. Thanks again. We will catch you next time. Yo, Joe.
Yo, Joe.